Back, we got some magic. This is the first magic set or like collection that I bought, and pretty interested in getting to it. Where's the rest of this? Okay, we got some deck boxes here, pre-made decks. So I know next to nothing about Magic. I did play it like, I don't know, 15 years ago. No, 17 years ago. There we go. I'm thinking like 2008, 2007 time. So for me, I was around middle school age. That was when I was still awkward. Still went through a little bit of a nerdy phase. So this is the collection. I bought this for about 180 at a garage sale. Dude posted on Facebook Marketplace. I really didn't know what to think about it. I do mainly Pokemon. I don't even know where to start. I guess I'll just grab a box and then we'll do the deck boxes later. Or should I start with the deck boxes? You know what? I'll do the deck boxes later. Dude posted on Facebook Marketplace, and basically, that's pretty cool. Geet Slinger. What did I do? So forgive me, guys. I have no idea. I'm a Pokemon guy. I've been doing Pokemon for a while now, and oh, that's cool. Doomblade. M10. Okay, so a little bit of an older card. Uncommon, awesome. Dropping cards already. Not even a what is that? This looks like what, 30 cards? Not even. Already dropped them. I just dropped another one, like this one. All I know is about the rarity system, and it looks like so far I've had one uncommon, still no rares, so far I don't know if this has been a good investment for me. But yeah, so far, we're just, it's a cool holo, cool variant. I don't know if that's common for Magic. Negate, that looks like that one girl from Guardians of the Galaxy. And 16, 19, okay, there we go, no common. So it's still mostly a lot of commons, which is not good. Yeah, so all I knew really going in was the rarity system. Some of these aren't NM. Why can't I think of it? It's early in the morning for me. I want to sleep early just so I could go ahead and film this. I got somewhere to be here in like 30 minutes. So I'm just looking through these cards. A lot of copies of this playset. Is that white? What does that mean? Redwood treefoot. What does that mean? White. I guess we'll find out. Yeah, so from what I know from the rarity system, black means common, silver means uncommon, the gold means rare, and then like that. The bronze fish color, mythic. Someone correct me if that's wrong. So that's pretty much all I knew about It's Magic going in. I really don't remember much about it back from when I was playing. I had it was like a green trample deck. I played it for a while, a few months. And that's pretty much all I ever did. I wasn't very good. Same thing with Yu-Gi-Oh! I played Yu-Gi-Oh! Before that for a while. Was definitely not good at that. That said, I'm really into Pokemon now, but I never really played Pokemon growing up. I just didn't have any friends that were into it for whatever reason. In Florida, I didn't even see it like on the playgrounds much. Like people talk about how like they grew up and like everyone had Pokemon cards and like that's what everyone did and they traded. And like I was a kid in that generation at that time. This looks like, I don't know, this reminds me of Gandalf. Speaking of Balrog, what is it? You shall not pass. Yeah, and so I was a kid during that era, and by the way, guys, tell me if I miss any of these. I don't know if like any of these are like super hits. I'm gonna scan them all later in, and then we'll see if this is worth it for 180. I don't know. I'm probably cooked. I'm assuming I'm cooked, but I'll get into the story of what happened later. I think I missed that one. But this was part of a collection buy with some Pokemon as well. And there's also some boxes I didn't buy the Pokemon that I looked up just now. Well, not just, but earlier. earlier after I left the place. And I should have bought the boxes. He had them well priced. Should I just go into it now? No. That's my ADHD, dude, just going off, bro. White borders, that means that they're reprints, right? Still doesn't seem like I ran into a single rare mythic. It's not boding well, but it's still early. Still early. We still have a whole another box that's giant compared to this. So we'll see. That's weird. Is this actually a magic card? I don't know. Oh, forgot about the lands. That's the good thing though. It seems that like for the most part, I ran into a single land. So if it's the kind of bulk where it's like, if I look in terms of it of like Pokemon, right, or even One Piece, like it's like the same thing as like an energy card or a Dawn card, right? Essentially, because it's a resource that you use to be able to. That's cool, dude. That's kind of scary. Look, this guy's even hiding. Death Slayer, dude. That's the one thing I'll say about like Magic. Magic's always been really cool about like its designs. And there you go. I never finished my original thought. My original thought being on the playground. Not a lot of it on the playground. I don't know. Did anyone else grow up thinking that everywhere else in the country was playing Pokemon? Because like literally I never saw it on the playground. Never ever saw Pokemon cards on the playground. I have like one friend that kind of had some Pokemon. He was more into like the VCG. All the reprints looks. Let's stop looking at the rarity. Oh, hold up, wait a minute. All right, so I remember looking into this. So someone correct me if I'm wrong. So these, because the copyright information is underneath the illustration name, these are either 5th or 4th edition, right? Because it doesn't have the set symbol there. Again, don't know much about Magic. Did a little bit of research, and by that I mean I watched some YouTube videos while I ate some cereal. So we'll see. Okay, there you go. Oh. Either way, these are reprints, but then the white border, does that mean they're like unlimited? And then what's the other one, revision? I guess we'll see. I'm sure the scanner is gonna pick these up pretty easily. That's some berserker type stuff. I just farted, I hope you guys didn't hear that. Wow, these cards, this is badass, dude. This is like some Pegasus. Oh, Mesa Pegasus? Let's go. All right. But yeah, I don't know. Someone let me know where they're from. If they had the same situation. Oh my gosh. Pokemon cards off to the side that I'm spilling with my elbow. Damn. That's like nightmare stuff. But yeah, anyway, so yeah, dude, Magic does have some like really cool art design. Like, that's the one thing I like about Magic over everywhere else. Like, I feel like Pokemon tries to be overly cute, and then One Piece, it's a holo, but it's still common. And then One Piece tries to be overly like sexualized. Should I scan my holo foils first? Dude, what is that, bro? What is that? It's like some shiny Conjuring type stuff, bro. Yeah, should I scan my holos first? I'm assuming that's probably the best thing. It's typically what I try to do with my Pokemon. I'm gonna split these up actually. Oh, holo foils. But see, like, its cost is low, so I'm starting to think it's not that good. Common Elva Shaman. And again, the conditioning on most of these cards is pretty bad. I don't know, I might be cooked on this, but if I am, like, it is what it is. Like, that to me is the best way to like learn something, is to go and just do it, right? As in, go do a trade, learn what you can from it, reevaluate like what you did wrong, what you did right, and go from there. Because ultimately, that's what it's going to boil down to, is like what can you learn from it? Because if you got cooked on pricing, right? Like, it is what it is, you know? That's pretty cool. Like, imagine a walk, like you're on a hike and then you walk into this. I'd be like, what is going on? I'm gonna undo what I just did and walk my happy ass back home, personally. And like, if I get cooked again, so these are definitely older cards. So there's that. And that's all you really can do is, you know, adjust this a little bit. Is reevaluate and then just, you know, learn from the mistakes that you made. Especially when it comes to like evaluating this, because like I could have looked up the cards on Facebook Marketplace, but I decided not to. That's on me, 100%. That's on me. You know, when you're where I'm at right now is I'm basically blind. I'm making offers on a lot of things right now, right? Because I'm still at like a growth stage where yeah, I'm getting some sales, but I'm bottle capped by my small inventory size. And to me, small is like I'm mostly on eBay, but with this, right, this is my first Magic Buy. I'm going to be on Manpool. I already have the Manpool account created. So after I get done filming this, nasty. I'm going to go straight to scanning all of this in. And just going straight on to my eBay store, which has a bunch of Pokemon and some One Piece. All that to say that I have about, I want to say 45-ish hundred total cards. Quantity is probably closer to like 7, right? Because I have a lot of duplicates, as one does when you're selling TCGs. Right? Duplicates, playsets, whatever. But yeah, ultimately it comes down to like, reevaluating, like, and having a good idea what you're looking for. Right? I had no idea, but after this, did I look through this stack already? I think I did. Let me know if I looked through this. Let me know if this is just pure trash. I guess I'll find out by the time this is posted. But yeah. Either way, like, you'll learn, right? Once I start scanning these, I'll be like, okay, I'm cooked, and now I know what to look for, right? Is it that these are good cards and you know, the conditioning isn't the best? Like, honestly, I didn't look at the conditioning. Like, there's just too many cards to like evaluate. They're in a box, they're old. But who knows? Who knows if this is gonna be something that is, you know, backfires on me or whatever. I don't think so. Oh man, I'm starting to think that I'm not gonna be able to get. There's actually a lot of cards here, man. Because like in one of these, it's like 1,000 cards, man. Probably a little bit more. It's pretty cool. But a lot of these are older cards. This guy signed his name on this illustration. They still let you do that? It's crazy. But anyways, so it's pretty interesting. It's a good way to do it. That's what I did with Pokemon, dude. I bought a bunch of bulk off people, and then I slowly learned, okay, that's like, this is what, especially with modern, like, okay, these are the cards that you want, these are the cards that you don't want. Right, this is how their rarity system works. These are the different kinds of foils that there are, like what's an SIR. And I'm going to do that with Magic, and it's looking like most of these are older cards, which is good. Honestly, it's good. I'd rather learn like the older cards of Magic first and go from there. Some blue cards, just a random eye. I'd rather learn with older cards and then go to newer cards, because I know that they have like they have cards in Klingon now. Like, how am I supposed to look at that and know if it's a good card or not? Obviously, like, you know, there's apps and stuff that you can use, but at some level you gotta learn the TCG. Like if you're not learning the TCG and you're not learning like what's good and why it's good and what's popular, like what's moving, like you have a bigger problem. Like you're not gonna be able to move stuff. You're not gonna be able to evaluate quickly, right? Because like I look at this guy and you're chatting up the entire time. You're having a whole conversation with this person, and I'll get into it here in a second. You're chatting these people up all the time, and you got to be able to like multitask, like have a whole conversation that probably a lot of the times isn't even about cards. It's about like life and like what you're up to and like how you guys ended up meeting each other. Dude, it's all yeah. Starting a separate pile, by the way, of Black Hollows and non hollows. Yeah, you gotta be able to like have a separate conversation, but at the same time also like do your quick evaluations. Like, okay, are these cards worth it? And honestly, like right now, it's looking like I'm cooked, but I don't know. I don't know these cards, right? But what I've noticed is I don't think I've seen a single rare or mythic. Tell me if I missed any. But no. Definitely seen a lot more uncommon than I was before. Like the first like 200-300 cards, it was like just a bunch of comments. Anyways, we'll see in them anything. But yeah, ultimately, you gotta be able to reevaluate it all. Because if you don't have that skill, you're just gonna lose out on deals. Like I've had a lot of deals where it's like 3,000 cards, and I'm looking at this and I'm like, all right, dude, all of this has already been sifted through, dude. And they'll play dumb sometimes, and it's like, dude, like this is where they'll have like, and I'm talking about Pokemon collections again. I don't really know Magic, right? But they'll sift through it all, and then you're basically faced with like a bunch of like skunk tanks, right? 10-cent cards, and he's trying to sell you like 4,000 or 5,000 of those, and you're just like, dude, like this is, I don't even know if this is worth like $10, $1,000, right? And you know, I don't know if this is pure bulk. The guy said, the guy was adamant that these are good cards. You know, I was talking to him, he's like, dude, no, like you're gonna make your money back on this 100%. Don't worry about it. And I don't know. So you at some level, you gotta trust people enough to know that, like, okay, you're telling me this, that's the case, sure, I'll believe you. Like, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. But you can't sit there and really dwell on it too long and like, oh, am I gonna buy this? Am I not gonna buy it? You gotta go for it. And then whatever happens, and you'll learn from it. Well, it's a good thing and bad thing. Like I could come out like a genius on this for basically 180 and be like, hell yeah, and be happy with it. The reverse could also happen, but either way, I'll learn something. Like, what if I break even too? I could break even, and if I break even, I'm happy with that, right? Because I learned about Magic, I took a risk, and I didn't get screwed. So there's that. And on top of that, you make that relationship. Now the guy he's not like a Magic player that has a whole bunch of cards. He's he used to run like an LGS type business. Which, like I said, we're gonna get into here in a second. And he's basically like just liquidating all his assets that he had left, all whatever inventory he had left. Like the Pokemon collection was literally like a bunch of energy cards. And I looked at him, I'm like, dude, that's a bunch of energy cards, bro. You're trying to sell this for $40. I bought the whole thing for like $220. Right, the Pokemon collection I'm already pretty positive on. I have another video on it, but basically it was like he had like a whole bunch of like he had like a starter deck display case or display box, and basically that's like market value like 52 now. Even then though, the like recent sales are like higher than that. right, so if I bought the whole thing for 40, just on that alone, I'm positive, or I'm breaking even, and then there's a whole bunch of loose cards, some Bs, B Maxes, EXs, and there's like a Pikachu B Max. So definitely be positive on that side of the deal, but it's not gonna be enough to cover this if I'm not able to recoup some of that. So that's the end of this box. I guess I'll go through one of the deck boxes because I'm gonna have to go here. This is taking a lot longer than I thought it would. So, are you kidding me? Oh, I'm cooked. I'm cooked. This man. Oh, what is he doing? See, that's on me. That's on me. No. Oh man. Oh man, dude. What are these manuals? Are these like look at that, dude. Oh, look at that. What's that say? Bait, hand switch. I don't know. We'll see. That's funny though. I don't know. I just wasn't expecting that. Let's see what's in these other ones. Can you hear that? There's actual cards in here. So we'll go through this deck. Okay, actual cards. So we'll go through this deck box and then I gotta go. But then I'll be back to film the rest of it. Just taking ooh. Oh, look at that. Look at that, dude. Look at that. I think that's our first rare, which is kind of sad. Oh, 2 rares, right? Yeah, 2 rares. Okay. I don't know if this is the actual deck box or the deck that came with this box. Legion's Elvish Rage deck. It's green though. So we'll see. It's green, white, green death. We'll see. Okay, I don't think it is. It's not looking like it. It's not looking like it so far, but we'll see. I didn't look at the rarity of the last few cards. Okay. Ent. A lot of Lord of the Rings type cards in this. Which was Lord of the Rings. Again, condition wise, condition wise, they're all right. Are they near mint? Probably not. Once they get scanned by my scanners, a lot of these are probably going to be at best LP, which is a little scary. That's cool. But yeah, once we're done looking through these cards, we're gonna go ahead and just get going. I'll be back. I'll finish looking through everything, and then I'll tell you the story. And it's nothing crazy, but it goes to show that like a lot of times what this is just chatting up people. Oh, there we go. Another rare. Kavu and Ferocido. Kavu. Okay. Alright, be back. Alright, just got back, and as I was packing up for my trip, I realized how bad the situation actually is, because look at it. If you look at it, it's in Spanish. This entire deck is in Spanish. Now, I've been played. I've had people try to play me, but with Spanish cards, this is the first time, dude. I've had people give me like Chinese and Korean cards, saying they're Japanese, but never that. Now let's go. Bot sticker. I didn't even try to negotiate with this guy. Like I didn't. Oh my goodness. No, no big deal. I don't even know where to go. Let's just start with these. Anyways. I mean, they're still old cards. Let's go ahead and just go with the story. So what happened was this guy posted on Facebook Marketplace. He's like, hey, I'm having a garage sale, what have you, over the weekend. Or commons. And I'm gonna have these Pokemon cards, the Yu-Gi-Oh cards. It was like some sort of booster box with the Yu-Gi-Oh. I wasn't interested in it. And the Pokemon cards. So I'm like, all right, cool. But I'll be there. I show up early, you know, we just start talking, negotiating. Okay, some uncommons, there we go. And we start chatting up, and he tells me this story where basically he used to own his own, okay, I'm liking what I'm seeing here. He used to run his own magic, not even magic, just basically not an LGS or some sort of LGS, but it was more of a whatnot, scratches on these, whatnot farming rig, I guess, right? So he would employ certain people, and they would run whatnot streams. He would buy the product. He had distribution through Southern in Watsy, I think he said. And he would just basically have whatnot streamers just doing rip and ships. They were his employees. He said that he paid himself in shares, and he was never on the payroll. He said that was his biggest mistake. He said, I never paid myself out for all the work that I did, and I had so much product. And you know, I think he said he ran the operation from 19 to 24. Okay. Where are the rares though? Where are the rares? So we ran the operation for 5 years, successful, ran about 300 to 500,000 in revenue, which isn't like, it's not nothing, but you know, divide that out by 6 years, was it? Or maybe he said that like that at that revenue rate. He was doing that for like 2 years, and he started in 19. It was something along those lines. It doesn't matter. It's impressive. Don't get me wrong. It's impressive, but you definitely gotta be making sure your accounting's right. And that's what he was telling me. He's like, hey, you gotta make sure that your numbers are tight. You know what they are. And see, this is an example of me making sure my numbers are not tight. I don't know these cards. I don't. But it's not looking like this is gonna be good. But we'll see. We'll see. Magic 11. We'll see. Look at that date. Chiseled, man. Chiseled. Who knows? If I'm missing anything here that's like amazing, let me know. I'm sure I'll find out at some point. When I'm scanning all of these cards. Man, it's starting to. It's probably around 3,000 total cards. But we'll see, man. We'll see. And who knows, like, maybe I come out on top on this. I don't know. I'm not gonna think one way about it. Just the two boxes. One that had like some manuals, and the other that had cards in Spanish. The only rares I've seen. And they're in Spanish. That's funny. We'll see. Oh, there you go. Priest of Forgotten Gods. Not in Spanish. Good. Oh, and there we go. Green Clock. Oh, okay. Now we're getting to some rares. Numbera Worm. Trample. Name. Death Aspect. Honored Hierarch. Regina Sanctum, Myojin of Life's Web, Sword of the Animist. Yeah, but see, some of these are just not, like, is that your man? It's close-ish. But hopefully they sell a mana pool, and, you know, these guys, people don't make a big deal about it. I mean, it's close. It's close. Most of these are close. That's the other problem with just having cards in a box like this, is they just don't keep their edges. You know, they're just rocking around. A lot of uncommons. Okay. I'm starting to think through it. Maybe we're not good. Sometimes a lot of it is positive reinforcement. And like I said, ooh, demonic taskmaker. A lot of times you gotta just look at it. So anyways, I'm chatting this guy up, and I'm trying to focus on what I'm doing, and he's a good talker, right? He's telling me all these things. He's like, listen, man, if you're doing good revenue, you gotta really watch your numbers. Also give me a good tip. He's like, make sure you get receipts for sales. And after negotiating for a while, I didn't have a receipt for the sale, but I might message him for it after I scan all these cards and I have an idea what it's worth. If I'm gonna like cooked on this, I might say a little something, but I'm probably gonna list everything. Okay, I don't know what this means. So this probably some sort of deck where you level up. That's pretty cool. 2015. So we'll see. We'll see. And he's chatting me up. We're just talking, nothing crazy. And my kid's there and his kid's there, and they're like kind of chatting me up. My kid's 5. His kid, however, is like 12. So he's like playing it cool, being like the older kid, knowing that he's got to kind of entertain the little kid. So I'm trying to make sure my son isn't causing like a mess, because this guy's got a whole bunch of stuff he's selling, right? He ran like some sort of LG, so he's got like Funko Pops. There's like airsoft guns. There's a whole bunch of stuff there that like a 5-year-old kid is like really interested in. And so I'm watching him. I'm like, dude, don't break anything, because then I'm gonna have to buy it. And they're telling me the story. They're having, we're liquidating all this stuff because my kid's really into airsoft, and we'd rather not sell any of this, but obviously like he wants to get this new upgrade to a certain type of stock. I'm like, dude, that's awesome. Love to help you guys out. But the numbers gotta be right. He's like, dude, don't worry about it, man. There's like a bunch of $10 cards in here. You're gonna make your money back and then some. Which, it might be the case. It might be the case. Of course, a lot of that's dependent on condition, right? Some of these cards in this stack weren't the best. I'm not even like organizing these by condition, which I should. Shifter, something about that is unsettling. Anyways, and we're just chatting it up, but the whole time I'm looking through these cards, I do a quick scan. I scanned one, and it was just a regular uncommon. It was $3 with TCG player. I scanned like, I don't know, 4, 5, 6 more, and they're all over 20 cents. So I'm thinking to myself, okay, my threshold for Pokemon, and I don't know if it's the same for Magic, I don't know, is about 20 cents. I will list any 20-cent card, and I'm gonna list it. I'll list it for $1.99 on eBay. I don't do TCG player now. I do have the account ready, and I'm able to sell. I just haven't. I got some. So I started on eBay. Side note, we're gonna go on a little bit of a tangent. I started on eBay, and I was working out of my personal bank account. I know that that's not the best thing to do, but I'm a big believer in when you're starting a side hustle, you got to do it as cheaply as possible. Like, dude, all of my storage, all of my racks, all of my boxes, I tried to get everything as cheap as possible. Like, I wanted to only use money on inventory, so I have like Amazon boxes as my shelving, basically. And I'm cool with that. Like, I'm not ashamed of that. I don't need a fancy, like, what's the company, like WBC or whatever, that makes all the storage containers, like 5,000 count boxes. Like, I don't need all that. It's not necessary. Yeah, scanner, that necessary. And speaking of scanner, I bought mine used. I don't understand why people are going out and buying brand new Roca F1 8160s. Why? I bought a used FI 7160, 150. Like, yeah, that's still money, but it's not the $800 for a brand new one. Maybe I did like 120. I don't remember. Right? I went and I bought a nice brother laser printer for packing slips. Later on, I found out that if I bought label paper, I could print labels on it. So right now, I'm not at the size. I'm doing what, like 5 to 10 orders a day. I'm not at the level where I need to just mass produce labels. It takes me like 2 minutes, not even, to print out all my labels. So it's a non-issue for me. Really, it's a non-issue, and that works out great for me. Because now the printer was 100. So like all in for my the most expensive equipment that you're gonna be starting off with in this game, in the TCG game, I'm in for 250. As opposed to like, if I bought all that stuff, you might be in for like 1200. My storage boxes were free. The dividers, I grab an X-Acto knife, and I just cut them. I just cut boxes. There's no need to spend that much money on it. Like I'd rather, if I'm gonna spend money, I'm gonna spend money on inventory, which is what I did. Anyways, going back to the story. So I'm talking to this guy. We're chatting it up. He's giving me all these tips. He's like, listen, man, if you get to the point where you have employees, I'm like, dude, I'm not gonna have employees for a while. This is like a side thing that I do because it's fun. He's like, yeah, but just so you know, he's like, make sure you're watching them. You don't trust them too much. Keep them far away from the revenue side, because if not, basically what he was saying is like, remember he basically had a whole bunch of one-notch streamers as like, I don't know, either 1099 or W2 employees, which just doesn't seem like a good business plan to me. But I'm not gonna tell him anything. Maybe for a while it was good, but I would pay it off that, because then that means that they are quote unquote the star of the show. What's to stop them from going in and saying, hey, how come we're only getting a slice of this and you're making all the revenue? It's more hollows. Let's hope some of these are worth something. Commons. That's a little bit too big in my hand. But I've never ran a one-notch channel, so I don't know. Did I just go? Did I go on a tangent on another tangent? Hold up. Okay, a whatnot tangent. Let's go back to the eBay. So I started eBay, right? And again, I was trying to be as cheap as I can, right? That's the startup mentality, right? Just start doing it. Figure the permitting and the paperwork out later, right? Like when you're small, no one's paying attention to you, and you're probably, is that all the olives? You're probably better off asking for forgiveness than you are to the government, at least, than you are to just start off and say, hey, sign me up. Like right now I'm a sole proprietorship, right? $50 filing fee with the state. $50 filing fee, as opposed to being out that money at the beginning. I was out of it like 2 months in. So I already had proof of concept. Like I knew, like I liked it. I knew I liked shipping. I knew I liked listing. I knew I liked sifting through cards. I knew I liked all of it. Dude, this is just bad condition. I don't even know if I'd list it if it's still worth something. Because this to me is like, at best, MP. We'll see. Yeah, so you need to have a proof of concept, and you need to know that like all aspects of it you can at least tolerate. if not, like you're probably better off going into a separate type of business. TBH. Yeah. So anyways, all to say that you need to start off as cheap as you can. So that's the reason why I haven't been on TCG Player, just because I didn't have a business bank account. I didn't want to put all my eggs, or separate all my eggs. I wanted them to have in one basket, eBay, go from there, not split my attention, and really understand the one platform, learn how, at a basic level, how this business operates, because I'm not going to say I'm an expert, but I understand it for the most part. Every aspect of it, right, at a basic level, right, from the sorting to the picking, the packing, the shipping, the listing, discounts, all of that, like the art, like having the scammers on your eBay store. Like I understand how the game works. Again, at a basic level, I'm not an expert. So that was the plan. But now that I'm more comfortable with my eBay side and I'm trying to expand, right? I have the mana pool. I have what else? I have the TCG stores. Like I have a whole shoebox, probably 2,000 cards of Pokemon cards that I want to list solely on TCG Player. And basically on eBay, you don't sell. These are just horrible condition. On eBay, you don't sell trainers. Even like full art trainers are hard to sell. I might come out losses on a few trainers that I probably overpaid for. Is this scratched up? Yeah, it is scratched up. Yeah, so I'm definitely gonna try to get away from some of those trainers, move on, and then just have cash flow, because that's another part of the business. Sometimes you gotta just accept when you're gonna lose out on points. And like, it kind of is what it is. Anyways, moving on. This is pretty cool. We're moving on to just. Oh gosh, dude, what was I going? I keep forgetting where I'm at in tangents, man. Yeah, this is what it's like in my brain every day. Very cool. Flame stick courier. So we're moving on, and yeah, so, we're basically gonna just list a whole bunch of like trainers. So it's like I'm gonna do hollows and reverse hollow trainers that I've set aside specifically for the TCG store, and a lot of playables, right? Because that's what the TCG Player is. Obviously, I would love to put some of my more expensive cards, but I do worry, like, if on eBay, I don't know how bad it is on the other platforms, like not like having an out of stock defect is a pretty big deal, even just one. And I already have one. That's a story for a different time. But I already have one, and I haven't been checking rarity for a while. Good. Noxious Field. And I don't show that because it's a good card, just because it's the first uncommon I've seen for a while. Skull Fracture. This guy's 100% influenced by Alien. Same thing with this guy. So yeah, bunch of trainers, reverse hollows, playables, Hildas, Pokepads, you name it. We're just gonna go ahead and list those on TCG Player. Obviously, I'm gonna list these on eBay. I use Card Uploader, just because obviously it's more cost effective. Yeah, that's pretty much how it's gonna work. We're gonna go ahead and just get these cards up onto Mana Pool and eBay, and then Card Uploader, I'll be able to just manage both inventories. I can't, because TCG doesn't allow any non-proprietary program access to their APIs. You can't really manage them too well. I heard that Swift has some sort of workaround, but it's janky, and like I'm cool with janky. I'm just not a Swift guy at the moment. And honestly, they're just too expensive for me. And you know, you hear the big guys, AOA big guy. You hear them all talk about how they get Swift for free, which is nice for them. But then it's like, dude, if they all get it for free, who's paying? How are these guys making money? Something ain't adding up, dude. Is this some sort of money situation? I'm not trying to throw accusations out there. I'm just a jabroni throwing out random thoughts in my mind out loud. First of all, I'm just a jabroni throwing out random thoughts. It's not that big a deal. Actually, just forgot I said anything. Oh, dude. Orcish conscripts. Why? It's like, shh, don't worry about it. Shh, don't worry about it. Angels, hell yeah. I go quiet because I really don't know what to say. I forgot where I was, man. Oh my gosh, we're finally finishing up this box. Look at that, dude. Finally. Might be more than 3,000 cards. I'm looking at the giant piles now. It might be closer to 4. All right, let's finish this up. So, as we're approaching the end here, I guess let's go back to the original story, right? And you know, I'm looking at the magic cards. I'm like, dude, I'm here for the magic cards. I'm real interested in them. I'm like, dude, I do Pokemon, but I'm trying to get into Magic. He's like, yeah, you're gonna make your money back. He's like, dude, but look at this Pokemon. And I'm looking at it, and it's hold up. Okay, it's one of these boxes, but like the 1,000 ones, like the first box, and it's just full of these energy packs, mini TVs. I'm like, none of this is worth it. I happen to see a Pikachu VMAX. I'm like, dude, let me just buy this Pikachu VMAX. He's like, no, dude, because if I sell you that, dude, no one else is gonna buy this. Like it's a bundle deal, and you gotta buy it all. I'm like, dude, bro, like this. What is this? Let's set that aside. Like, bro, like who's gonna buy all this shit from me, bro? And he's like, dude, it's a bundle. He ends up just throwing in like this display box of some starter decks. I think I already said it earlier in the video. So anyways, he throws that in, and I'm like, all right, I'm positive on this. Let me go and show it. But there's also like packages of like sleeves, dye, some other BS. And yeah, I'm gonna be positive on the Pokemon side of things. But ultimately what it came down to is the fact that he didn't know what that display case was, the display box was worth. This is the biggest thing why I decided to take this gamble, right? He had no idea what that was worth. He threw it in, he's like, hey, this is worth 20 bucks. Take it, you'll be able to sell for 30 or something. You'll make some money on it. And I'm thinking to myself, like, okay, yeah, fees and whatever. And I look it up real quick on TCG Player. And I'm like, dude, this thing's valued, sealed at 52. Okay. So it's an older thing. I think it's from 2021, right? It's not like it's crazy. It's not like it's an ETB or display case or anything like that. It's just a starter deck display box. So I'm looking at it, and I realize he just doesn't know what the market is now, right? Same thing with the Pikachu VMAX, right? If he had taken the time to look at it, to look through it, he would have realized, hey, this Pikachu VMAX is like 25 bucks. This display case is 52. I could sell it for a little bit more, right? And there was other cards. Go check out the other video, the Pokemon one, right? Because there's some V's and some EXs, nothing crazy. And I'm looking at it, and I'm like, dude, all right. right, so he's throwing me this great deal for this Pokemon stuff. What does he think is in this magic stuff? Like, if he didn't do that for the Pokemon, there's no way he did this for the magic, right? So he's been just sitting on this, like one day hoping he might list these cards on TCG Player, or I doubt he even knows what Mana Pool is. I mean, dude was basically a distro for whatnot streamers. And then there was a third point. Like, I talked to him and he didn't really know the cards. So I'm like, and again, I'm not saying I know the Magic cards, but I know my Pokemon cards 100%. So it's like, you know, you're talking to him and you're chatting them up and you know, you're sizing them up. Do I believe that he had the business sense to have the business that he had? Yes, I do, especially with the house that they owned. Trust me on that, the house was nice. And especially the toys he had, the toys that he had for his son, and the way he spoke about certain things, especially about when it came to capital, liquidity. You know, you pick up on these things and you're like, all right, this guy has a sense. And that's why I thought he was like, when I realized he was trying to trick me with the Pokemon, that's when I was apprehensive about the Magic, but there were red flags, but there were green flags that told me there could be some hits in here, right? My gut was telling me it's a good gamble, and it might not be, right? I don't think I've seen a single Mythic. I might have, but I didn't notice it. And the rares, they're far and few between. So it's like, we'll see. We'll see. And again, I don't know Magic. Like, if I knew Magic, like maybe I missed like some big card, and there's someone out there like, dude, Dave, you're a fucking dumbass, bro. Like, come up. How do you not know this? But that's on me, and I'm gonna learn Magic, right? This is my first step in getting to there, and maybe it was too big of a collection, and I should do this differently. But I trusted my gut instinct, and I trusted the guy, right? Like, especially, that's the end of the box. All right, I'm gonna set these aside because I think there's some gunk or something I want to clean off of them. We're coming towards the end, anyways. There's only two more boxes I want to take a look at. But before I do, let me just finish my thoughts on this guy. You know, he's a guy that has more experience on him, and if he's listing this for 180, it's because he thinks inherently there is some value to the cards in the box. Is it worth 180? No, maybe not. Maybe he's trying to rip me off. But if these cards win, for example, that battle, that V battle display box, at some point it was worth what he thinks it was worth. But if that was 4 years ago, 2021, or 3 years ago, wait, no, it's 2026, 5 years ago, 4 years ago, right? That means the inherent value of these cards has also gone up. So what if maybe he is trying to win one over on me, right? But what if these cards haven't had reprints? What if they had, right? But what if they haven't? And 5 years ago, the total of these cards was worth 180, and he's trying to just get his money back for it. Or what if he's trying to scam me, and back in the day it was worth 100? You know, just market value, just a blanket market value. Also, not a lot of lands. Like in the two boxes, not a lot of lands. I've only seen the lands in the in these deck boxes. So it's like if 5 years ago that's what the market value is of these cards, of these cards, okay, sure, I'm sure I'll make my money back. But what if he didn't know what was in there? Was there some hits? What if the meta has changed and now there's some cards that have become valuable? That happens all the time. 10-year-old card, new meta comes out, boom. Place this on over here. Boom, new use for that synergizes in a specific way. And now we have something valuable. So because of all the because of those reasons, I thought it was worth the gamble. And if I lose out, whatever, I'm out 180. Not even. Like there's gonna be some value to these cards. So I don't think I'm gonna be losing out horribly. If I do lose out, I don't know, maybe $100. I'm sure like at least half of this is just pure bulk that'll never move, but who knows? Maybe it will, maybe it won't, maybe it will. Do I even want to put it back in the deck box? Oh, this one's in Spanish too, dude. Dude. Okay, so hold up. All right, I think we're gonna wrap it up there, man. But this deck box, is this also in Spanish? That's the big question. This is actually not Spanish. So I'm Spanish speaking. It's like Portuguese? Italian? I don't know. I honestly looked at the other box and I didn't even really look at it, think about it too much. The other box is, this is the box that just had all the manuals. This is the other one, Legions, Elvish Rage deck. So this is in English, but all the cards in here are Spanish. Oh no, right there, yeah, Portuguese. Spanish, you don't no, it's not conjugate. In Spanish, you don't have like these symbols, accent marks. Not this one over the A. Anyways, I don't know. I'm sure I'll have some sort of update at some point about these cards. Yeah, cool.